Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today I will be taking you guys with me to see Korn twice in 3 days. So I'm currently driving with Bo and my dad from Melbourne to Adelaide, which is about 8 hours away. I just love Korn so much, and Adelaide is where they're doing their only solo show. There isn't Good Things Festival, so I thought it would be fun to do a road trip and go and see them. So we were 3 hours into this 8-hour drive, and most of the scenery was pretty flat and boring, but we did stop off at this pink lake to see just what the hell was going on there, and it was cool, but it only looked pink from a distance, so you can't even really see it. Since the trip there was so long, I decided that we should listen to every Korn album chronologically, except for Path of Totality, sorry. Which was a lot of fun, but I was just so damn exhausted by the time we finally got to our hotel. We left at about midday and arrived at 8 p.m. with Bo doing 4 hours of driving, and then I did 4 hours of driving, so we just wanted to eat and then collapse. This was our hotel room, nothing really fancy because, y'all, I'm not rich, and the concert tickets, petrol, and extra stuff we needed were really adding up, so I went for some pretty basic accommodation that was really close to the concert venue. The view outside was of a hospital and this building that looked like the Epcot Bowl, so I don't really know what that is. We were all starving by this point, so we walked down the main street, got some Italian for dinner, and then just kind of wandered around a bit since we wouldn't have much time to actually spend here, and then we went back to the hotel and passed out. Hello everyone, so today's like our first day in Adelaide, and the concert is tonight, but it's like 9 a.m, so we have a lot of time to kill before it. I think doors open at like 7, but we obviously want to get there way earlier so that we can get a good spot, because I did not drive all this way so that we could stand behind some 6-foot dude. So today I think we're gonna go thrifting. We're gonna try and find a Savers or some Salvos or something. Yeah, Bo's here too. This is my fit for today. It's basically my outfit for the concert. I've got my Converse on. I've got my skirt, which I need to pin up, but I can't be bothered doing that right now because I'm wearing a big t-shirt anyway. And they have shorts under them, built in, perfect for the concert. And then I've got my Korn shirt on today just to tell everyone that I'm not in Adelaide for any other reason other than to see Korn. And I'm thinking of wearing this hat because it's like 30 degrees today, but I literally never wear hats. And you know when you get that like secondhand embarrassment where you're like, everyone knows that I don't wear hats right now. I'm getting that, so I don't think I'm gonna wear that, but anyway, let's go thrift. So I literally just Googled the nearest Savers and found this one, and it was huge. Oh my God, I was so excited just based on how big the building was. I'm not really looking for anything specific, I'm just browsing, so I had no real expectations. The first section I went to was the CD and vinyl section, obviously, but the only thing that I found was a Paramore CD that was really scratched. Bo and I really fell in love with this lamp, so we knew that we were taking her home, and we might replace the shade with a more like ornate or fun one. I didn't find much in the shoe section, only these like cut off cowboy boots. I think if they were in a bigger size, then Bo would have really liked them, but no. My dad then came up to me to show me this absolute disappointment of a hoodie. It was such a cool slipknot piece, but it was clearly from like Temu or something because the quality was so horrible, I couldn't even imagine. I also found these boots. They were very cool and definitely for someone with bigger calves than me, but they were also priced at $28, so I just put them back. Bo then found this Moulin Rouge t-shirt that he thought was really cool. I won't lie, y'all, I was really struggling in this store. Like, it was really deceptive how big it was. I thought that it would be completely stocked to the brim with cool stuff, but I only really found like a few shirts that were cute or had nice details, but ultimately nothing was really good enough to go in my cart. This Esprit button-up top would have been a cool piece to DIY, but the hood with the netting just really ruined it completely. The dress section was just as disappointing, unfortunately. This was very pretty, but so sheer, I wouldn't wear it. And this one was actually really cool, but just way too big for me. I did like this dress and I put it in the cart, but ended up putting it back on the rack because it was just too long and I wasn't crazy about the colorway. The last thing that I looked at here were the accessories and none of them really jumped out at me, so yeah. That was literally it. That was the most disappointing thrift trip. I can't believe how big this place is, and we didn't get anything other than this. And Bo got his t-shirt. That was so disappointing. Maybe we'll go to a Salvos now to try and make up for it. Actually, the thing that did make up for it is that there was a guy walking around with a 3-piece suit on, and he said that Bo looked so handsome, and he was a very beautiful man, and asked if he had work done, so...
Get my lips done soon.
After this, we decided to go to another thrift store. This time it was a Salvo's, so let's hope we have more luck there, I guess. Bo found this Black Parade style jacket that was from Just Jeans. It was very fun, but obviously neither of us would actually wear it. I would love to look like a sick Victorian child, so I picked up this button-down top to try it, definitely giving the right vibe for the Victorian era that I'm looking for. I found a few interesting homewares as well. We have a lot of cupids and cherubs around our house, so I don't really need this one, and I did not understand why they had fake doorknobs here. I loved this little frame, but noticed that it was covered in like glue or something, and yeah, I put that back. Bo then ran up to me to show me that he had bought this possum for me. He was just so excited. He bought it immediately because his nickname for me is Possum, so very, very sweet. Bo also found this vintage motorcycle jacket. I thought it was really cool and did suit him, but he thought that it was too big, so we left that behind too. I thought these jeans had a really nice wash to them, but I held them up to my legs and they ended up being like almost a capri length, and the boot cut was just really not it, so I left them as well. There are a few cute skirts here too, and I was honestly surprised that the smaller op shop had way more than the giant Savers, but you know, here we are. I also feel like maybe I went to the wrong Savers location, but I just didn't know any better. I asked you guys for some recommendations and I got like one comment 2 days after I'd already left Adelaide. So the last piece that I found was this mesh overlay top, so I went to try everything on, and the top ended up looking more like a dress, which I really did not like at all. So onto the Victorian child shirt. This was huge, like way bigger than I thought, very see-through, the sleeves were super puffy. Yeah, I didn't end up getting anything from here today except for the possum that Bo got for me. So yeah, we're just gonna head back to the hotel and get ready for the concert. So I'm just gonna get right into doing my makeup and I'll talk you guys through what my inspiration is. Okay, now that Bo and my dad have left, I can actually talk to you guys properly. I look insane, obviously, because I'm midway through doing my makeup look. So the vibe for this makeup look is 2000s new metal, like think the girl on the cover of the Godsmack album. Love her vibe. It's times like these when I wish that I did have really thin eyebrows. I think that thin eyebrows obviously go really well with this kind of makeup look. So I'm just going in and doing black eyeshadow and trying to blend it. I'm not very good at doing eyeshadow. I can do eyeliner looks and they're pretty good, but whenever it comes to eyeshadow, I don't know whether I just have the wrong brush or probably the fact that all of my makeup is expired and really cheap, but it just never blends the way that I want it to, and that's really disappointing, but we're gonna give it a shot. So I'm going with black and then I'm going to do red over the top of it. Yeah, I don't know, I think I'm gonna do just like a pretty normal makeup look. I would do some crazy eyeliner, but I want to save my crazy makeup look for Friday. Oh my god, I can't believe that I'm about to go see Korn. Holy shit, and then I'm gonna go see Korn again. Okay, this is the eye look that I've gone with. You can't really see it, but I went black and then brushed it out with red, and then I put some like shimmery red metallic on it. Now I have to straighten my hair and do my hair. The idea with my hair that I'm gonna go with is heads. Hair from like the 90s like Family Values tour. He used to wear these like really ugly braids that would like stick out of his head, and you know, all of them have dreads and stuff, so I wanted to kind of do a little version of that, but I'm just gonna do like a few braids and then leave like most of my hair normal. I also think that this is like a perfect hairstyle to do for headbanging and this kind of mosh environment. Okay, that's the first one that I've done, and obviously my hair has different lengths to it. Luckily, I brought some hair gel in a little lip balm thing, so let me just do this. I'm sure this will wear off pretty quickly in the mosh pit, but that's not my problem, that's Future Vex's problem. Okay, I think that's done. I've done just a few on each side because my arms hurt. I'm realizing that I'm not looking in the camera, sorry, but this is the look. I did one at the back. Let's do a test. Oh, yeah, it feels okay. I think it will be perfect for what we're about to do. So here's the fit check. Cute, comfortable, got my platforms on to make sure that I can see over people's heads. Yep, I'm ready to go. So we're now on our way to the venue, and when we got there, I actually didn't realize how nice the venue was going to be. I feel like all concert venues and stadiums and stuff in Melbourne just look so boring, whereas this one was like pretty cute. Doors opened at 7, but we got there a couple of hours earlier to get merch and to line up. I ended up getting a t-shirt, and we had literally like 20 people in front of us in the line, so I'm just praying that we are near the barrier. Also, this was Bo's outfit. He's wearing my new maxi skirt and one of my favorite tops of his. So we waited for like 2 hours, and we ended up talking to this guy in line who had seen Korn like 5 times and won a competition in 2002 where he got to fly to Detroit to see the band and meet them backstage. Like, oh my God, that made me so jealous. I couldn't talk to him anymore because in 2002 I was 1 year old. And after all that waiting, we were finally in, and without running, we actually did make it to the barrier. There was like 1 row of people in front of us, but oh my God, I cannot describe to you how excited I was. This is how close we were to the stage. The opening band was called Loathe. I'd actually never heard of them before, but they were amazing. Like, what opening band starts off with a wall of death? The first wall of death they did was only small, and I feel like people were too scared to like properly go in to do it, but they actually had a second one later in the show, and that was more full on. So yeah, this was just such a great start to a concert. Loathe ended, and they brought out the bitch, aka Jonathan's insane custom microphone made by the HR Geiger, and then they started the girl in front of me and I were like holding hands and losing our goddamn minds. The second the bass kicked in, the crowd went so crazy. I think all of my videos are pretty shaky, but they were right there. I was right there, right next to Jonathan Davis. This was hands down the most insane mosh pit I have ever been in. Everyone was pushing, we were swaying, we were packed in so tight. I could barely move at some points, but it was honestly exactly what I wanted, because how are you gonna go to Korn and have a tame mosh pit? So for the last 2 weeks, all I've been saying is I want them to play Hey Daddy, but I know that they won't because they just haven't played it in so long, and I don't expect them to do many songs from Issues, but here we are. They actually played it. I love that song so much. I knew that they weren't gonna play it, but then they did. Oh my God. So I was bawling my eyes out at this point. I was literally being thrown around. I could barely breathe. I stayed in the mosh pit for about 45 minutes and then I had to tap out. I was like very much on the verge of either throwing up or passing out. So I moved about halfway through the crowd so that I could breathe again. And honestly, this was so perfect because I got my own space to like fully headbang and jump and go crazy without being crushed. So they played 3 encore songs, and they also played Boltong, which is another song that I was really hoping that they would play. I just had so much fun. It was amazing. Until Bo told me that due to the mosh being so hectic, his bag had come undone and all of our stuff was missing. This was including his phone, both our wallets, the t-shirt, our physical tickets, my asthma inhaler, but luckily not my car or hotel keys. But luckily someone had turned them all in to Lost and Found. So that was just like insane. This is what I looked like directly after the concert on the tram home. I was so wrecked. So it's the next day, and I think that this clip sums up how I'm feeling pretty well. It was fun. It was really, really fun. My ribs are bruised. My back is bruised. My legs are bruised. I didn't think I could get this bruised. It was very fun. It was exactly what I wanted. I think it was a good choice for me to leave halfway through the set because I left right before blind and I dragged these two with me. And if we were in that pit for blind, I think I would have passed the fuck out and they would have had to like carry me over the fence thing. And that's, I don't want to do that. That's one of my worst nightmares. Where do they put you afterwards? What the fuck? Yeah, that was really good. And I think I got a good sort of balance of like proper moshing, which is what I always want in every concert that I go to. Like that's the level of moshing that I've wanted to experience for so long, so I'm glad that I got to. But then also when I went to the like middle section instead of the front, I just had my own sort of space and I could like headbang crazy amounts and I could like dance properly and like get it all out, you know? So I think I brought some of the mosh back there after I had recovered a little bit. They played the one fucking song that I wanted them to play. Y'all didn't get either of your requests. They didn't play Coming Undone or Let the Guilt Go, but I got mine, so I don't care. Maybe at good things they'll play Coming Undone. That would be actually really sick to hear live. But yeah, that was great. That was fucking.
Some bagpipes as well.
Yeah,
bagpipes is very cool.
We got some bagpipes. I don't know if you can hear. All of our voices are like 10 octaves below what they normally are. Hey, there he is. Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Right now though, it's like what, 9 a.m. We're gonna go back to the entertainment center and see if the box office is open because yesterday we got because yesterday before the show we found out that you can just go up to the box office and be like, can I get a physical ticket? And I don't know why we've gotten rid of physical tickets. We should just have them all in general. I don't know why you have to pay extra to get the physical ticket and stuff, but I love having the physical ticket and like framing it on my wall. So we went and got those and it was so cool. It was so exciting. They looked awesome. And then you know, Bo's bag fell open because he was moshing too hard. He was being ripped around. And all of our stuff fell out of it. And it's literally amazing that we managed to get back Bo's phone and both of our wallets, and our keys for the hotel and my car stayed in it. So I'm not gonna complain. But the t-shirt that I bought and the tickets that we got are just gone. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to the box office ticket area and see if they're there and be like, please, can you give us more tickets? Because we lost our shirt and the tickets. I need some sort of souvenir from here or I'll go insane. That was like a 10 out of 10 concert. That was fucking awesome. I need to recover though. We have an 8-hour drive ahead and then on Friday we will be going again. We got our tickets back. Okay, now let's sit in a Okay, I just got home. We just drove another 8.5 hours or whatever. And we went and picked up Addy, as you can hear him clicking around on the floor there. So you guys will remember from my last video that I said I really wanted to wear a baby doll dress, and then I thrifted a nightgown that I really wanted and then cropped it. Well, I cropped it too short and I don't know how to fix it. So I panicked and bought another dress off of Depop, and I saw this dress here. It was like $30. I was like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. I would definitely wear that to the concert with the look that I had in mind, but I would also just wear that normally. And it just arrived like as we got home. And I don't think I can bring myself to wear this to a fucking Korn mosh pit, dude. This is like the most beautiful dress I've ever seen in my life. I'm not giving you like the full experience here, hang on. Yeah, this is like the most stunning dress ever. I think it's actual true vintage, so yeah. I will not be ruining this in the mosh pit. So now I need to come up with another outfit idea. Maybe I can make the other one work, even though I cropped it. What the hell is going on with my hair right now? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. It is so hot and it's gonna be so hot tomorrow. I'm praying that I can find something. So I'm gonna have dinner now, go to sleep, try and get some rest, and then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow before the show. So it's now our first day home and I have completely lost my voice. My whole body is aching. I feel horrendous, but let's get ready. I have to figure out another outfit now. I do have this other white dress, so maybe I can do that instead of the white dress I was gonna wear. but I really just don't like how this had a drop waist. You can see my sports bra under it. Yeah, it was just not giving the same vibe as the other dress that I wanted to wear. I could try and salvage the original dress that I cut up and maybe like put some shorts under it or something. Honestly, it just needs to be breathable because I have no idea what the weather is going to be like today, and the mosh pit from yesterday was so crazy. I'm not gonna pass out. I refuse to pass out. Now let's move on to makeup, and I don't really want to go like full goth or anything, and my white face paint is just so horrible, so I'm just blending it out into my regular base makeup to make me look a little bit lighter, a little bit more sickly and pale. For the eyeliner, I want to do something that's kind of in between like Euronymous from Mayhem, like sort of black metal vibes meets like fifth member of Kiss. So this is the outline that I've gone with. I'm just filling this in with a solid black like face paint that I use for eyeliner every day, and then I'm adding some red lipstick, and that was literally it. I ended up putting the dress back on just to see what my outfit would have been like if I didn't care about this dress being completely ruined. Yeah, I love this look. I'm so sad that I can't wear this. I ended up just wearing the other white dress, and then I put my Perfect Circle t-shirt over it. It was fine, it was comfortable. When we got there, I did not realize truly how many people were going to be here. Oh my god. When we got through the gates, my dad ran straight for the merch stalls and he repurchased our t-shirt, and then we headed over to the stages to see Mastodon. Now, I'm not a huge Mastodon fan. I've only just recently gotten into them, but they were great live, so we stuck around for most of their performance. And this is also the point where it started to rain, which is definitely not what I wanted because my makeup is water activated. We then went to see L7, and again, this is a band that I'm not like super into, but they performed really well. They had a few songs that I recognized, so yeah, that was really cool. By this point, it was cold and grey and raining, and my lungs felt like they were made out of paper bags. I was really suffering at this point. I felt so sick, but we just had to stick it out for Korn. They were all that I cared about. We ended up being in the crowd we ended up seeing Sleeping with Sirens, and I have seen these guys before, luckily, because during the, I think, second song, someone was injured in the crowd and they had to cut their set off to get an ambulance to them. So yeah, I really do feel bad for any Sleeping with Sirens fans, and I hope that that person is okay. Speaking of people that I feel bad for, there were actually meant to be 3 headliners for Good Things. There were Violent Femmes, Sum 41, and Korn, and then last minute Sum 41 dropped out because Derek got sick. So yeah, I just felt really bad for all the Sum 41 fans. I feel like they're entitled to some sort of compensation, and also for the fact that the band that filled their slot was literally one of the worst bands I've ever heard in my life. I'm sorry to anyone out there who listens to Electric Callboy, but these guys were genuinely insufferable. But we had to stand there and listen to their entire set because we wanted to hold our spot for Korn. We were pretty close to the stage, and I just could not believe how many people were behind us. Oh my god, I haven't been in a crowd this big in my life. And then finally, after 7 hours, Korn was on the stage. I was so ready at this point. I was so sick, I was exhausted, I was just so done, and then the second that Here to Stay came on, I was like, nah, I'm going to put all of that aside and just scream my lungs out for the next 2 hours. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I have permanently damaged my vocal cords. They did play the same set list, but the crowd was just so different. There was lots of moshing still, but more like jumping, dancing, making lots of like little circle pits rather than just the entire crowd moving as one and like being shoved around and not being able to move. So this was much more enjoyable in my opinion. And to finish off the concert videos that I got, Bo lovingly took this video of me, and I was just losing my mind while they played Make Me Bad. we've arrived home. I don't think I've been in this much pain in a long time. Every bone in my body aches. I've lost my voice. I was already feeling shit before we left. I was feeling pretty terrible when it started raining. But then the second that Korn came on, I was like, fuck it. We have to go hard anyway. And that was probably a mistake. We were still in the marsh and everything. And obviously I got very emotional during Make Me Bad. I don't know what it was last time. It was Hey Daddy. I think I was just so excited that they were playing it for once. But Make Me Bad is like my favorite song ever. That was an insane show. That was great. That was really, really good. Even though I'm definitely gonna be suffering tomorrow, and I'm already suffering now. I can't wait to get this fucking makeup off. I think it goes all the way down there. Yep, great. I'm gonna go eat pizza off the floor with Bo, because if I stand any longer, I might collapse. And my voice is fully going now, so I'm going to do the world's worst outro for this video. Thank you guys all for joining me. Goodbye.